Wow, my first sailing memory has got to be off the west coast of Scotland, and it was raining and it was cold, but I still thought it was amazing. So basically from that point on I've carried on as much as I can, as often as I can.
Yeah, my first sailing memory was when I was about 12. Somebody asked me to go and crew on a Hobie Cat because they thought I was the right size and I didn't want to. Hated sailing. My dad dragged me there and it was really windy and we capsized and I injured myself and I loved it.
I didn't like to sail at all. I love to skiing, so I went from skiing to the mountain to sailing in the sea, in the ocean. That's a bit like, yeah, it's crazy, but it's nice.
My first sailing memory was on Lake Macquarie, learning how to sail on a small boat with my dad, teaching me the ropes basically. Always a good memory.
Probably sailing with my dad. He had a small Albacore Wayfarer when we were younger. And he used to drive around and I would do the small sail on the front of the jib, and he would tell me how I'm doing, whether I'm doing good or bad.
My first sailing memory, so I started the course in Cascais 3 weeks later, so I immediately went to Optimist without knowing nothing, and I capsized the first time. So my first time was a bit scary, but I'm still here. So.
My first sailing memory was when I stepped in for the first time in the Optimist in Cascais, and I was maybe 7 years old, and I asked my parents to start the sailing school, and they said no, you have to wait till you are 8. It was just everything I was dreaming for when I was younger was to get on the boat again.
My first sailing memory would probably be when I was a bit younger. My dad used to take me on the front of his laser just out by our house. We used to sail across the creek, so that's my first sailing memory.
My first time on the boat was with my grandparents, so I guess that's my first ocean memory.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, very good. We used to go out fishing with my grandparents a lot.
My first sailing memory is sailing with my mum and dad on a lake near our house. They had a catamaran and I just used to go out with them. I just remember it being a lot of fun. I wasn't actually doing much sailing, I was more just sitting there kind of trying to jump off the boat and go swimming whenever I'd get a chance.